various objectives. One of the objective was that we had to be introduced to the basics of monitoring and evaluation, with the focus on definition of key terms that are applied in monitoring and evaluation. Number 2, document our lessons and challenges, besides keeping us on track, and more so making us to learn from our lessons and improve going forward. We have also been able to be taken through a very good software for reporting real time. This is the Open Data Kit, which is a software that is able to capture data, transmit it, and you get feedback promptly. Finally, I want to say that GULI has done a good job to bring us together and also refresh our minds in terms of monitoring and evaluation. I must thank GULI Institute and the team from SALA and the City Secretariat in Nairobi here for having organized this very important training forum for us. Going forward, we have realized that many of us who are in the project planning and management are not very much clear about indicators. And this one actually is manifest even back at home with most of our departmental heads not being very clear about the indicators. We have been challenged to relate our own indicators with those of the national government through the NIMES and through to the global level through the SDG goals and indicators. This is very good going forward because we are all working towards achieving the global goals as captured in the SDGs and the national goals as captured in our Kenya Vision 2030. And this way, we are going to work together as a team to promote and support the government agenda as much as we support the global agenda for development.
I am very happy about the training, especially when it comes to naming the indicators for the projects of the Quick Win and also the Change project. We are going to apply those indicators, the identification of indicators in the Quick Win to the Change project. The training was very simple and straight to the point, and I can say that I think I understood all that was being taught. Another thing also, I was excited about the app, the monitoring and training app that we were introduced to. It's very realistic, and I just love everything about it. Very fast, simple, and realistic.
I want to take this opportunity to thank the Symbio City team for organizing for this particular training, the monitoring and evaluation training, because it has been of great help to us. If you look back in our various projects that we do in our various counties, without looking at the Symbio City project, we've always been doing projects, but we always omit the monitoring and evaluation part of it. That has always led to the failure of most of these projects. But Symbio City, being a bit unique, decided to take us through monitoring and evaluation training before the inception of the projects. We've all seen that the monitoring and evaluation plan is important for us. The training will be helpful to most of us because, for instance, in Ahero ward, where the Symbio City project is taking place, we have a working group that is involved with different departments. We have the trade department inside there, we have the administration department, we have the environment department, we have the water department, and the M&E and training tried to cater for all these departments at once. It also taught us how to engage, of course, the community once we're going to implement the monitoring and evaluation process. We thank the Symbio City team for taking us through the monitoring and evaluation training, because we really know that it's one of the key trainings that helps in a project's success. And we would also kindly ask the Symbio City, if possible, to also take us through other trainings that also helps in projects implementation. For instance, like I would see the GULI Institute, apart from taking people through monitoring and evaluation, they also have data management and project management. I would kind of request Symbio City also take us through data management and projects management. That will really help us, as we saw that it's the GULI Institute that tried their best to give us the training in the simplest way possible. We would also really commend that if it's possible, then they do it to us again.
This training is actually going to help us in terms of ensuring that the projects are well implemented, to ensure that we keep our eyes on the ball, so that at the end of the day, we ensure that our goals are achieved. One of one important thing I would want to mention is that we know that counties are implementing a lot of projects, and these projects are implemented and there is no monitoring and evaluation. So I would encourage that these projects be targeted to the counties so that more officers are brought on board for training, so that we can ensure that the projects we are implementing are really evaluated, monitored and evaluated to get value for money at the end of the day, so that we can avoid scenarios where projects are implemented and at the end of it we don't get value for money, or at times the project straw because problems, risks are not identified early enough for corrective measures to be made. I want also to thank Dore Institute for that good presentation they have given us. I think on our behalf and the team from Meru and generally the whole team, we've really gained a lot in terms of understanding what M&E is. We have really acquired knowledge which are going to make sure we use it at the county level, apart from applying it for the Symbios City projects, because the time was very short to get another opportunity, so that we can now be now taken deeper into what is M&E, so that at the end of the day we sharpen our skills in terms of monitoring and evaluation.
I would like to appreciate the effort made by the Symbios City Kenya and the Guli Institute to train us on monitoring and evaluation. I've picked a major aspect on monitoring and evaluation, that it's not an afterthought, but it should be continually practiced throughout the project planning and implementation phase. And our appeal is, after the training, is that it should be incorporated in our counties and even in the other counties that have not been singled out in the pilot projects, so that we can have the tool to be used even in other projects and programs that are carried out in the counties. And to have them effectively carried out in the counties, there is need to train, and in most instances we've realized that the training is done on other tools, but none is done so far, especially in the Kenya School of Government, on monitoring and evaluation. We'll therefore appeal that they incorporate it, and so that it can be trained on the county staff for it to be applied in various programs and projects that will be carried out, so that we don't have it having learned it on this point and we don't apply it in other programs.